Hey, hey. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30-plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today, for July, I was trying to memorize that. I just looked at the time, 17th, 2026. We'll talk about the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. But yeah, it is Friday. So I don't know what I'm doing with that because, again, I'm out of work. So it's kind of weird anyway to be like, oh, it's Friday, right? You get that habit ingrained in your head. But it's Friday, so what is there to talk about? There actually is a bunch of stuff to talk about. Let me jump right into actually what I've been playing, and not much. I don't think I've been working on the Gundam RTS. It's nearly done. I'm going to probably tighten it up over the weekend, just to make it polished. So I've been spending a lot of time on that, but outside of that, a game dropped on Gamepass called Mavericks by Matt Jones. It looked like a bicycle BMX game, a lot of like downhill style stuff. I don't know if you guys remember Downhill Domination on the PS2. When that game came out, I don't know why I bought it, why I liked it. I enjoyed it. This reminded me of it. But anyway, I went to install it and play it yesterday. You could see I played it for 4 minutes. It just sat there. Like when you go to start game, it just sat there finding a match. Finding matchmaking, and it just would fail. And I was like, okay, so wow, way to fail a release of a game. I might not even try this again. I ended up uninstalling it just so because I don't know when I would get back to it, and I wanted to save room because some of the stuff I'm working on, like the resource the assets and stuff for the um, Godot and stuff like that, Blender takes up a lot of space. So, but below that, you see Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Seed, Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Assault. God, these names. On GBA, I actually just jumped into it yesterday. I was showing off Afterplay, something I want to talk about here shortly that I discovered this week. And I think I discovered it, just this week, and it came out in March. We'll get to that. That's why Quackshot is on here too, because of Afterplay. I'll let you guys know about that. And Screamer. Did I not play in the past 2 days? I'm pretty sure I played at least. No, I didn't play yesterday. Screamer's great, by the way. I don't have much more to say. I need to be. I'm gonna try to play a lot more this weekend. Yeah, I think that's it for that. So yeah, let's jump into some news real quick. Rumor: Zelda Ocarina of Time remake pre-orders could begin the 4th of August. So just wanted to say that because I cannot wait. I guess it had to do with. Oh, I've seen this happen before. And this is release date, but this says pre-orders could begin. If there's no way, if the release date's August 4th, that would be amazing. But all right, dodgy rumor about disk drive for Xbox Project Helix racks up 1 million views. I remember seeing this on X, and it was just developing. New leak says Xbox Project Helix, but like I remember when I saw that and I clicked to be like, okay, where's the source? There's no source. This could have literally just been made up. Oh yeah, let's look at it again. I mean, yeah, people aren't even really pushing back on it. Here's my thought. I don't care personally if there's a disk drive or not, but I would say that I would buy a disk version. Also, at the same time, having a disk version to me seems like something Microsoft would do. Again, they've always been in the history of meeting the customer in the middle. Backwards compatibility. I mean, they introduced the hard drive, and they changed memory saves for cloud saves. They're always adding things to make you want to stay with the system. And I don't know why people haven't been staying with that. Well, I don't. I do know. And it's this whole thing. I don't need to get into it. It's just about, how Sony is with PlayStation pushing things in a mainstream, kind of dishonest way. But I see Microsoft doing this because they tend to do that stuff. Remember, they even had an external HD drive that you could buy for the 360. I used to have that. Because, yeah, didn't I have or still do have Army of Darkness on HD DVD? Remember the HD DVDs? This is when Sony was doing the thing with Blu-ray, and so they were trying to come out with HD DVD. That was a point, and also another point in time that allowed Sony to get to where they are today. When that Blu-ray technology was coming out the same time as HD DVD, and there was a fight to, like, what is going to be the format, instead of it being multiple, it went down to one, it went down to Sony, and it was able to allow Sony to double down on the consumer electronics side of the house, which oversteps, which shadows over the gaming side. So that's why they've scaled back on the gaming. Hey, Jim Kill X and Jonas, good to see you guys. I would love it if it's true. I would consider one if they can recapture their 360 glory. Heck yeah. I mean, the 360 was probably best case scenario for a video game console owned by a mega corporation. And all the stuff they introduced with that. And then from Jonas, morning, Adam. It's great news to hear about the decision of Microsoft now. Well, that's the thing. This isn't I guess the funny thing about what this article is actually saying is someone just made up a tweet. There is no, did I lose it? There is like no source. This is completely just someone, Goat Gaming. Who is Goat Gaming? 6,000 followers. Developing. Nothing has a link. Yeah. Denis Villeneuve Halo film. I mean, let me see if there's anything about, because I know he's going to be doing the James Bond. Fans have campaigned social media. Yeah, again, it's just on social media. Someone saying this, so we can't trust this Goat Gaming. Okay. Why releasing games on the web could be right for your studio in 2026. I found this interesting because I put my game Squadron Saviors, even though it's one complete level, it's a bunch of prototype levels too. That's up on itch.io right now. And I don't know if they mean that or they just mean the game just works in the browser. The thing is, I was testing that with the RTS, the Gundam RTS, with all the 3D elements and the saves. There's no way that it can be a browser-based game. I already tried that. As I was actually doing that, there was more effort I had to put in, and I was putting it in until I realized, no, it was the opposite. There was effort I was putting into the Gundam RTS, and then I had to remove things in order to make it fit. And then at some point, I was like, wait a minute. I'm actually not wanting to take things away. I don't need it to run in a browser. So, yeah. Okay, I guess there's not really much to this. Oh, you're watching Odyssey tomorrow night. Nope, it's good. Yeah, I have no expectations for it, but it's one of those things where it's an auteur that's been given a ton of money to make something epic, so it's probably going to be cool. I can't say I like Christopher Nolan films. They have neat ideas, but at the end, I feel like, okay. So I don't really talk about it too much. So, Polymega. This is yet another physical system for gaming. Again, I feel like we rely too much on Sony. There's enough physical stuff out there. So this is pretty cool. It's a console with different modules that allow you to play all original old games. They make CDs of new games. I saw Truxton. That's kind of what got me to click on this, but I did see it the other day. Body Harvest from N64 in disc format. Gunbird, Bats Gun, Truxton. Oh man, a Tiger. I mean, a lot of those are shmups, but again, this is just another way to get physical games. This stuff exists everywhere. Actually, that needs to be a video. Not only am I going to be making a video this weekend on how to create physical media, because I have the external Blu-ray drive and the discs, from your Steam or GOG library, I'm also going to do a video about all the physical options you have right now. I'm trying to divert this, not that I can move mountains like that, but the online conversation, I'd rather it be less about what Sony should be doing, and look what Sony did. Oh no, and more about, hey, look at all these companies that you can. Let's put all of this traffic to these companies, and that might help them and support them as they are continuing to push for physical media. This is awesome. This Polymega Remix. It's something you have hooked up to your computer, and it can take the games and digitize them. And you can see someone's playing on their Steam Deck. This is cool stuff. Like, I would say if I, once I get back to a good paying job, I could see myself investing into some of this stuff. I've been looking at it for a while, especially Evercade. Okay. Nintendo files patent for a dock that supports both Switch and Switch 2. Why? But that's cool. You know, and I'm trying to figure out why, because is there something I don't realize that I could be doing? You know, I have original Switch. I have 2 of them, but they have docks. I will say that I feel like there's a play in here somewhere with Nintendo and the original Switch still, and that could be why this is taking place. You know, I think it's really cool that with Star Fox, the new Star Fox game, you could play 2-player by streaming the game on an original Switch. Like, the multiplayer component could be put on an original Switch, and then you could do 2-player. I haven't done that. I'm going to try to do it tonight, actually. If I hang out with my brother, if we hang out this weekend, I'm going to try to do that, because we were trying to play the other day, and you know, on the Switch 2, playing on one console, it doesn't do any sort of split screen or anything. Which is disappointing, to be honest. You know, I didn't really think about it too much, but this is an example of options. Like, for instance, where people say Sony should give people the option to get physical, I don't think it really changes anything. But if you gave people the option to play multiplayer games split screen, you're going to have people hanging around and then be like, hey, this actually has split screen. Let's just try it. Even if it doesn't do anything, it's just kind of fun. I almost feel like that's how GoldenEye on N64 was. That game came out right around my birthday of that year, 96, 97. I was, you know, August 30th is my birthday. And I remember, I forget the year it came out exactly, but I just remember when we're playing, I had it on my birthday. I had friends over for my birthday. And then we were just like, oh, well, this has a multiplayer mode. Let's just jump in and play it. And we spent all night just doing whatever. And it's not like there was any sort of like specific goal or progression. It was just jumping in, using the weapons, modifying the game type. You know, it was pretty fun. Okay. That's it with this news. Every time you see Truxton, you think of Classic Game Room. Are you talking about the YouTube channel? Okay. Here's something that is really cool, and I'm still wrapping my head around how to explain it, the ramifications of this. It's called Afterplay. I talked about it on Gundam Explained yesterday. It's basically an app that is cloud-based. It's an app, it's a browser, it's a mobile app. And you sync your ROM collection to it. Now, it only goes up to, I would say, up to PS1, but I think Neo Geo Pocket Color came out after that. So I would say things as powerful as PS1 and below. And the idea is, yeah, everything's in the cloud. And it has the achievements. So it automatically, although it says I have to go to settings, I did do it on the app. This is the browser version. Let's test this out really quick. You know what? That's funny, because I don't think every game. There's a couple things I've learned. Using retro achievements, in order to get the correct achievements, the ROM you have has to have the correct hash. What does that mean? I don't know. That's just some technical jargon within a ROM file that delineates it as the master ROM file, I guess. But anyway, I feel like I have a lot of ROMs that aren't compatible, so they don't show up here. But that's fine, because on my own, I've been trying to clean up my ROM collection to have official ROMs. Again, that's kind of weird. So yeah, like when I clicked on, what was it, Sega Genesis, it didn't have all my games, and I was surprised. And some of these, it doesn't even have anything on it, so I probably have to go and fix that up. So you see, it's even though I have a bunch, for some reason they're not showing up. Uh-oh. I accidentally started a game. Let's see what it does. It went full screen in the browser, so I still see my tabs. If I move the mouse, oh, interesting. Above and below, it's actually showing stuff. Hold on, I'm going to back out of that. So let me go to something that could work. I don't know. Let's see if we can get Castlevania 64 to run. There we go. So there's more to this. Yeah, actually, let me do it this way. Should I do it this way? So yeah, here's actually the browser, and there's an app too. So I could just be using the app. I was just using the browser because I'm showing you guys. The thing about this that's pretty amazing is game menu. When you go into game menu, you have options for shaders. So right now we can see what the game looks like, but then I can click CRT. Hillian is a very popular one that actually looks pretty good. I like Z Fast because it has the curvature to it slightly. So yeah, let's use that. Exit out. And so now, right then, you guys probably saw when I was using Emulation Station, and then having to launch RetroArch and then go into RetroArch, and like I felt all that was so cumbersome, and I was like, one day someone's gonna figure that out, and someone has. So the other thing too is it auto saves. So when I back out of the game, it's just saving where I was, and then I can continue. Which, with classic games, I love that option. So, oh, is it possible to play the Dreamcast Castlevania? I mean, not on here, but if I'm not mistaken, something exists. I don't know if it's where they put a Castlevania game or they got whatever it was originally. Yeah, there's something to that. I'll have to look that up. Huge fan of that stuff. Okay, so that's Afterplay, guys. Check out afterplay.io. Super shocked. What's Fix Force? There's load up Gamepass. Leap, climb, and launch your friends in this chaotic co-op extraction platformer for up to 6. So, I will say a multiplayer platformer sounds fun. But, like, I don't know. That's something I could possibly check out later. What I do want to check out is the much anticipated Denshattack. So this actually dropped on Game Pass. I'm telling you guys, Game Pass is always getting the goods. And I've actually been wanting to try this out, so. Yeah, because I don't think I knew it was going to be on Game Pass, and I thought, oh, this will be something I'll have to buy eventually. But hey, it's on Game Pass. So we'll let that launch. Oh, okay, I didn't know Gundam Seed got into GBA. Yeah, isn't it crazy? All the Gundam games that I've been finding, there's so many on so many platforms. Every time I see Truxton, I think of classic. Yeah, oh, yeah, the guy in the Turbo Volcano was the Cape Cod brand salt and vinegar chips. Huh. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Weird. What kind of... I know you guys are seeing this too. Like, what? Yeah, it's like, yeah, what kind of aspect ratio was that? Okay. Let's see. It's staying on 1080. I don't want to mess with this too much. Although that 1080 is weird. Hold up. Huh. Okay, well, we'll go with that for now. I don't know if that's something to do with my computer or just the games. Yeah, look at this. What? I blame Xbox. Wait, it should be 1920 by 10. This is all. Okay, we'll do it like this. We'll do it live. I have no idea what to expect, just maybe some Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio combined. Japan, the future.
The climate crisis has pushed humanity into air-purifying dome cities. A future not so distant from yours. A company called Miraidra has connected the country through an underground network of supersonic railway systems. The backtrain.
Okay.
The high-tech cities have become crowded, jammed, full of families pursuing a better life. But really, who cares about all that? This is a story about fishermen, about artisans, about farmers. This is a story about outlaws, orphans, and vandals. This is a story about those who remain outside.
Interesting. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Wasn't that a side-scrolling game? I'm not too... I remember seeing that. This is like... Yeah, I think I was saying... Yeah, Crazy Taxi, but train. Yeah. And a little bit of Jet Set Radio, I think.
These tracks are getting worse by the day. Well, no time.
Okay. Tap A. Honk your horn. Oh, okay. Break. Okay. Okay, so drifting is break. Not sure. Not sure what I'm doing. I'm just holding it and letting go. Very Sonic-like music. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the Crush 40 or Jun Sino or whatever his name is. When track switches. Okay.
I'll get it right this time. Let me try that again. I won't give up.
Okay, so what am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. So let me change the okay, that's better. I actually changed the brake. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to focus. My controller has the trigger stop, so I actually turned those on, and it makes this a little easier. Okay. All right, I got to figure that out. It's like you drift, but you let go once it's in the green, and I could be wrong, but that just seems to be what works. Oh, cool. Wait, no. Oh. Okay. Oh, I had to go over. well, in here, stomp on the ground. Okay. I'm liking this. There's a lot of little mechanics. Wait, oh, right time. I thought I could just go over. I didn't know how to jump for that. Heck yeah, JamKillX. That's exactly right. I could see myself waking up on a Saturday morning and playing this.
Yes.
Thank you for your patronage.
Wait, your train driving skills are out of this world. Are you a Denshattacker?
What now?
No way. You don't know about Denshattack? The most skilled drivers in Japan compete against each other doing tricks and races.
Yeah.
Denshattack. Is that really?
Jun, Jun Seno, Senoue.
Let's do it.
Oh.
I don't know if he's actually doing the music for Denshattack. Denshattack composers. Oh, it's a whole bunch of people. It's a whole bunch of T. Lopez, Andrew One, Tumelo, Richard Jacques from Jet Set Radio. Wow. Harumi Fujita from Mega Man 3, Final Fight, Streets of Rage 4. You got Kota Takashi from Ridge Racer, Ace Combat 2, Tekken 5. Oh, Tumelo did Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Funny enough, Yona's mentioning that. Let's see. Yeah, performers. It's not on here. Oh, but a guy that did Daytona USA Virtual Fighter. Huh. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's still that sort of DNA of that music, so. Okay, I got time probably for another one. Oh, to practice stunts?
3, 2, 1, go!
Already forgot the buttons. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, I'm liking this. This is completely Tony Hawk-like. So... So you want to go into a direction that's down, up, right, and then from there you do counterclockwise. No, clockwise we're good. No, counterclockwise we're good. Right. Okay. Now. Oh, it's wanting me to do all of them. Cool. Pretty easy.
That's it. Now.
For now.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nice. Oh, well, I messed that up.
We'll get him next time.
Because I was like, oh, I'll jump. Oh, no, I'll turn. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I love how fast this is. It's gonna... And then you press the wrong button and you're like, oh, no. Oh. No. Oh, God. I'm just pressing so many buttons, I have no idea. That was cool. Oh, I should have done that. That was cool. I don't know what that was, but... Cool. this is pretty fun. I could see where my brain is going in a million different directions for going different directions, jumping and going different directions, drifting, and then pulling off the moves when you have the air. But also when you have the air knowing where you're gonna land. So I really do like that. To me, it already feels like it's just a more faster paced Tony Hawk. Because at Tony Hawk, at certain moments as you're doing tricks going around the track, you could bump into something, slow down, and then you kind of have to ramp back up into that speed. This is like constantly going, which is pretty cool. So I really do dig this. I'm gonna go download it on the Xbox, so it's in the living room. But I think I'm gonna stop for now. That, though, surprisingly fun. I think it's just as fun as it looks. When they first showed off the trailer, and it was like, what is this? And yeah, dude, it nails it. So yeah, demo it, JamKillX. Let me know what you think. So yeah, guys, I'm going to head out. That was it for today. So what's going to be coming up next? I know I keep saying this, but I am trying to find more time to stream online, stream gaming online with what's going on in my life right now. And then I am hoping to have the Gundam RTS finished for release this weekend. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to make some gameplay videos for it and stuff like that. So I'm going to head out, but JamKillX, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back next week with some more. Have a good weekend. We'll talk later. See y'all.